Good day everyone, welcome back again to Math Tutu with JM, and for today's video, who can guess what will be our topic? Alright, let me spill the tea. For today's lesson, we will be transforming the general equation of the circle to its standard equation. So without further ado, let's see what Math Tutu with JM got. So now, a lot of you might ask, what is the difference between the general equation and the standard equation of the circle? So now, try to look at the screen. The general equation of the circle is commonly expressed in this formula, while the second one is the standard equation. We shall now begin the solving process. Step 1. Identify the coefficient of the x and y term. They must be equal to 1. In the given equation, the coefficient of the x and y term is 4, so all you need to do is to divide the entire equation to 4 so that the coefficient of both terms, which is x and y, will become 1. 4x squared divided by 4 is equals to x squared. 4y squared divided by 4 is equals to y squared. 16x divided by 4 is equals to 4x. 24y divided by 4 is equals to 6y. 48 divided by 4 is equals to 12. 0 divided by 4 is equals to 0. So the result must be like this. The coefficient of the x and y term is now 1. Note, if in the given equation, the coefficient of the x and y is already 1, you may disregard the first step and proceed to the second step. Step 2. Transpose the constant term to the opposite side or the right side and carry out its opposite sign. In the given equation, the constant term is negative 12. In this case, we will transpose the negative 12 to the right side and it will be now positive 12. So our equation should look like this. Step 3. Complete the square. In completing the square, first, we must combine the like terms, and then second, we need to solve for the perfect square trinomial. In the equation, the terms that are underlined with red are the x terms, and the blue are the y terms. So you need to combine all the terms of x and y before solving for the PST. To combine terms, you may use parentheses to avoid confusion. You will enclose in one parenthesis all the x terms and another one for the y term. It should look like this. Make sure to add blank after the middle term for the PST. You also have to put two blanks after the constant term and add the PST of both terms to balance the equation. After doing so, you can now solve for the PST. In finding the PST, you need to divide the coefficient of each middle terms by 2, and then you square it. So 4 divided by 2 is equals to 2 squared. 6 divided by 2 is equals to 3 and then squared. And then you'll add the PST of both terms to the right side. So it will be now 12 plus 2 squared plus 3 squared. 2 squared is equals to 4. 3 squared is equals to 9. So the equation should look like this. X squared plus 4x plus 4 plus y squared minus 6y plus 9 is equals to 12 plus 4 plus 9. 12 plus 4 is equals to 16. 16 plus 9 is equals to 25. So you will now find the square root of 25 since the radius in the standard form is expressed in squared form. Trivia: when we say square root, you must get that particular value when you solve any number by itself, or look for its factor. In this case, the square root of 25 is 5, because 5 times 5 is 25, and it should be expressed as 5 squared. After going through the step 3, you are now free to go to the fourth and final step. Step 4. Substitute the value of h and k and r on the general equation to the standard equation. H represents the PST of x term, k represents the PST of the y term, and r represents the square root of the constant term. In substituting h, k, you will follow the sign of the middle term and disregard the sign prescribed by the standard equation, not unless they have the same sign. The sign of the middle term of x is positive and the middle term of y is negative. After analyzing, you also have to square the equation of both terms. You may use parentheses to avoid confusion. For the first equation, we will write open parentheses x plus 2 close parentheses squared plus another open parentheses y minus 3 close parentheses 2 is equals to 5 squared. So this will be now your final standard equation. That is all for today. I hope you've learned something. If you have questions, clarifications, and or comments, I'll be more than happy to read that on the comment section below. Once again, this is Math Tutu with JM, leaving you with a quote that says, "Math may not teach us how to add love or subtract hate, but it gives us a reason that every problem has a solution." See you on the next one. Bye!